Hello, dear subscribers. You have surely heard of Jeffrey Epstein. What you do not know, here is the non-exhaustive list of people who visited the island, employees, and many others. But answer in comment why this list interests Elon Musk. Before starting, share this video and subscribe, because this case interests us as much as you, and we will publish the rest of the case as and when, because together we say no to pedophilia. Before starting this list, we will put the information obtained from AFP. Jeffrey Epstein case, dozens of court documents released. About 1,000 pages of court documents were released on Wednesday by the Manhattan Federal Justice, revealing the names of victims, relatives, and alleged accomplices of Jeffrey Epstein. The businessman, accused of sexual crimes, committed suicide in 2019 before being tried. Jeffrey Epstein should return to the center of media attention for several days. A New York judge began to reveal, on Wednesday, January 3rd, the names of people, victims, relatives, alleged accomplices linked to the American businessman accused of sexual crimes but who committed suicide in prison in 2019 before being tried. These revelations of federal justice in Manhattan, which began with the publication of 40 court documents for a total of 1,000 pages, were provided for by an order of the New York judge Loretta Preska of December 18th, rendered public the next day. Among the approximately 150 to 180 identities are the former Democratic presidents Bill Clinton, 1993-2001, and Republican Donald Trump, 2017-2021, but without mentioning any illegal or reprehensible behavior on their part. This judicial act is part of a defamation procedure between the ex-mistress and accomplice of Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, sentenced in 2022 to 20 years in prison, and an American complainant against the couple, Virginia Giuffre. The judge had listed some 180 people, under numbers and the pseudonym Doe, by ordering that their identity be completely made public 14 days at the latest after December 18th and 19th, either on January 2 or 3. According to the British media Daily News, which had revealed the existence of this list, the defamation complaint of Virginia Giuffre against Ghislaine Maxwell dates back to 2016 and had been settled the following year. But the Miami Herald newspaper then acted in civil court to gain access to the file and to investigate the Epstein network. The deposed financier had been arrested in 2019. Donald Trump and Bill Clinton cited to justify the disclosure of names, including personalities already mentioned in the press. Justice is based on the fact that some people are easily identifiable in interviews published in recent years. In the case of Donald Trump, the New York billionaire is mentioned in the documents as an acquaintance with Jeffrey Epstein, but no mention is made of possible tort or criminal behavior. As for Bill Clinton, much closer to the fallen financier who was traveling with him in the 2000s, his name is mentioned dozens of times, but again, without clear indication of illegal acts. Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein were in a relationship in the early 1990s before becoming professional collaborators. The former British world, French and American, aged 61, was found guilty in December 2021 in New York of minor sex trafficking on behalf of Jeffrey Epstein and sentenced in June 2022 to 20 years imprisonment. The financier, with powerful economic and political networks in the United States and abroad, was himself accused of having sexually assaulted and raped young girls. But his suicide by hanging in prison in New York in August 2019 had extinguished public action against him. In a separate section of this international file, the British Prince Andrew, friend of the Maxwell-Epstein pair, sealed in February 2022 an amicable agreement for $13 million, according to the Daily Telegraph, with Virginia Giuffre, 40 years old, who accused her of having sexually assaulted her in 2001 when she was 17 years old. The 63-year-old prince, fallen into disgrace, disputes these accusations. Other close to Jeffrey Epstein, the French modeling agent Jean-Luc Brunel, charged with rape of minors, was found dead-hanged in prison in Paris in February 2022. On the side of international banks, which had links with Jeffrey Epstein, the ex-boss of Barclays, James Staley, was banished from the banking profession last October, and JP Morgan and Deutsche Bank paid $290 million and $75 million, respectively, to victims to close their liabilities on their dealings with the financier who died at age 66 with AFP. Here are some of the names on the list, and we've shared the documents relating to this case in the comments. These are the stars who visited Epstein Island: Adam Perry Lang, 1, Akon 2, Al Gore, 3, Alan Dershowitz, 4, Albert Pinto, 5, Ali Baldwin, 6, Alison Mack, 7, Alyssa Rogers, 8, Anderson Cooper, 9, Andrea Mitrovic, 10, Andres Pastrana, 11, Angelina Jolie, 12, Anthony Kiedis, 13, Anthony Weiner, 14, Barack Obama, 15, Ben Affleck, 16, Bernie Sanders, 17, Beyonce, 18, Bill Clinton, 19, Bill Gates, 20, Bob Saget, he died, 21, Bruce Willis, 22, Casey Wasserman, 23, Callum Hudson, O'Doy, 24, Celine Dion, 25, Charles Barkley, 26, Charlie Sheen, 27, Charlize Theron, 28, Chelsea Handler, 29, Cher 30, Chris Tucker, 31, Chris Wagner, 32, Chrissy Teigen, 33, Cyndi Lauper, 34, Claire Hazel, 35, Courtney Cox, 36, Courtney Love, 37, Demi Moore, 38, Dan Schneider, 39, David Koch, 40, David Spade, 41, David Yarovesky, 42, Dolores Zorreguieta, 43, Donovan Mitchell, 44, Doug Band, 45, Drew Barrymore, 46, Ed Buck, 47, Ed Tuttle, 48, Ehud Barak, 49, Ellen DeGeneres, 50, Ellen Spencer, 51, Eminem, 52, Emmy Taylor, 53, Fleur Perry Lang, 55, Francis X. Suarez, 56, Freya Wissing, 57, Gary Roxburgh, pilot, 58, George Clooney, 59, Ghislaine Maxwell, 60, Glenn Dubin, 61, Greg Holbert, he died, Gwen Stefani, Gwendolyn Beck, Hank Collar, pilot, Heather Mann, Heidi Klum, Henry Rozovsky, Hillary Clinton, James Franco, James Gunn, Jay-Z, Jean-Luc Brunel, he died, Jean-Michel Gathi, Jeffrey Jones, he died, Jim Carrey, Jimmy Kimmel, Joe Biden, Joe Pagano, John Cusack, John Legend, John Podesta, John Travolta, Joy Behar, Juan Pablo Molyneux, Juliette Bryant, Justin Roiland, Justin Trudeau, Kathy Griffin, Katy Perry, Kelly Spam, Kevin Spacey, Kirsten Gillibrand, Christy Rogers, he died, Lady Gaga, Larry Summers, Larry Visosky, pilot, Laura Z. Wasserman, Lawrence M. Krauss, Linda Pinto, Lysa Summers, Lynn Forrester de Rothschild, Madonna, Mandy Ellison, assistant, Mayor Collins, rector, Marina Abramovich, Mark Epstein, Mark Lloyd, Melinda Luntz, Meryl Streep, Michelle Obama, Michelle Wolf, Michael Arteta, Miley Cyrus, Nadine Dorries, Naomi Campbell, Naomi Watts, Natalie Blachon de Perrier, Nicole Junkerman, Olga Kurilenko, Oliver Sacks, Oprah, Orlando Bloom, Paris Hilton, Patton Oswalt, Paul Mellon, Paula Epstein, he died, Paula Harler, Peter P. Marino, Pharrell Williams, Prince Andrew, Prince Charles, Quentin Tarantino, Rachel Maddow, Rainn Wilson, Ralph Ellison, Ray Barzana, pilot, Ricardo Legarita Vilches, Rihanna, Rita Wilson, Rob Reiner, Robert De Niro, Robert Downey Jr., Rodney E. Slater, Ronald Burkle, Rudy Gobert, Sander Berger, Sarah Kellen, assistant, Sarah Silverman, Seth Green, Shelley Harrison, Shelley Lewis, Sophie Biddle Hakim, Sophie Trudeau, Stephen Collins, Stephen Colbert, Steven Spielberg, Steven Tyler, Svetlana Glazunova, Tiala Davies, Tiffany Gramser, Tom Hanks, Tom Pritzker, Tyler Gresham, he died, Victor Salva, Wanda Sykes, Whoopi Goldberg. You've all seen the list. We're all asking the same questions. Leave your questions in the comments and tell us why this list interests Elon Musk. Do you think Jeffrey Epstein died of stress, natural death or otherwise, because the cameras were out of order? In 20 minutes, we share other interesting things about this. Subscribe.